Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Embrace continuing business education. I'm not going to tell you what, embrace it. Because one thing in any business, I don't care what it is. There may be something that, some innovation, some different way of doing stuff, a different type of product, whatever. You need to know what's going on. You need to know, maybe it could be just a more efficient way of doing something. It could be a product, maybe you have a restaurant or something. It might be a product that can cook a particular dish that you have quicker or something like that. I was in a local store a couple of weeks ago and I saw these waffle makers and everything. And you might have a business that makes waffles as part of its business, chicken and waffles or, one of those breakfast places and everything, breakfast and brunch places. And they have they got a equipment or something that can make it even more efficiently, even better. You want to look at it. Or I mentioned several times about cleaning carpets. Like I know someone grew up with him. He actually has a carpet cleaning business. You might be in a carpet cleaning business and they might have a better way of cleaning carpets. They might have a new product that cleans and everything. I saw someone on IG that I know and they were mopping in their place of business. And they weren't using a regular mop, but they were using one of those, one of those like flat things. They ain't quite a mop, but they're actually very efficient because I have a couple of those in my place. It's not really a mop. It's more like a stick, little thing you can push, You might find out, and I have also some spray I can put down. It actually works very well. But here's the thing. All of those things are a part of the education. You want to keep going. You want to find out what's going on. And a lot of people will do that. A lot of business people will do that. They could be, you got some people, they will pay great money just to go. They find out new laws or something. They might be in the real estate field. And, there might be some new laws affecting that. So you want to go and find out, okay, what's going on. Because one thing with people with money they'll do, one of the big things they'll do is they constantly get new education. They constantly keeping up with what's new in their field, what's going on. They're not holding back on anything. Indeed, I get a lot of people when I'm doing car videos, and I do them just with my ordinary smartphone, right? But they'll ask, what am I using? Even like something like this. People weren't using this maybe 10 years ago or something. It's a Rode microphone and it's connected with my camera right here and everything. And that was education. Like when I saw somebody using something, I was using something different. I was like, hey, what's that? You could learn what type of equipment is new, what methods are new, what techniques are new, whatever. I don't care what it is. Now, yeah, of course, there might be some jobs, businesses, services. They don't really change much. But then you're not going to know that if you don't have the attitude of seeing what's there. Don't get caught up into thinking, oh, I'm just going to keep doing it this way. That's how a lot of businesses actually go out. They don't really keep up with changes, or they don't try to become more efficient. Like in the book industry. I'm big in the book industry. It's a big thing to have print-on-demand books. It's a big thing. And it's actually easier. Because I remember, let me use that for an example. When I first started publishing books, they didn't really have print-on-demand. They did not really have print-on-demand, or it wasn't as big. And what I would do is, I had to pay a lot of money just to get a bunch of books printed at one time. But now all of my books are done on demand. All of them, every single one of my books now on the market is on demand. And that's actually been better for me. because then I'm not spending as much money on a whole bunch of books. Whatever's printed for me and shipped out, I'm just getting the money. I'm just getting the money. But then I had to learn that. Now, what if I was in a situation where I was still paying for all these books? That takes a lot of money. You gotta have a lump sum of money to do that. But just by knowing with the print-on-demand technology, they doing pretty good. Shoot, you can be broke really and start off just as long as you got enough just to write something, And then dealing with, I'll say certain larger businesses, I'll say that they don't pay me to advertise for them. I can just say, hey, this is the book I want. When people order it, it's just printed on demand and shipped out to them. I don't have to do anything but just collect the money. Like I said, just collect the money. But what if I was being stubborn and it was like, oh no, I don't want to do that? That's actually a lot of money spent just to print the books, if you want to print it directly. And most people are going on demand anyway. Or let me use another example just from the publishing industry. The overwhelming majority of people are self-published. Yeah, you still have some major publishing companies out there, but the overwhelming majority of writers, the overwhelming majority are self-published. Now, people can say whatever, but it's like you can get your stuff out. Now, if you wanted to sell and stuff, you still need to get a good editor and all of that. But then you cutting out a lot of stuff. You getting right to the people. And that's good. That's something to learn. The music industry, somebody could just do music and go right online, go right on the platforms and everything and go right to the people. That's very important. But that's something new. You want to embrace continuing business education just to see what's new, what's going on. How can you get your stuff to the people, your product to the people, your service to the people? Like your service, a lot of people advertise now through, and to get that right, a lot of people advertise now through social media. I get a lot of ads for different people's products and everything. When I'm just going through, just looking at some booties or something, and I get some ad for something, or if I decide on something. But see, that's new. That's new, and that don't cost that much. But see, that's new too. What if somebody's stuck into just putting some ads up? Now, I remember a few years ago, I knew a gentleman, and he wanted to advertise his website. And he was just using old stuff instead of maybe using the social media there to advertise, which is actually better. He wanted to use old school ads, and he didn't make it. But if he had really followed the education, he would have just did some on social media a lot cheaper, probably would have got a lot more people. You want to embrace it. You want to know what's going on and everything. A few seconds ago, this is what's controlling my camera and everything. And I just accidentally hit something. But, maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, might not have been able to do the same thing. Always find out how to be more efficient, to do whatever, all right? Embrace continuing business education, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. You know the deal. Let's go make that money.